Welcome to the second game of the day for Flat Track Fever. This is the NF Bombs, Nuclear Free Bombs versus the Redneck Betties out of Saskatchewan. For the NF Bombs, we've got number 1111, Joe Means Joe, number 14, Cakes, number 1704, Trouble, number 18, Blade, number... Keep going. I've never been so offended in my life. Number 22, Sriracha. Number 315, Toast and Jam. Number 4, Pay the Pain. Number 242, Smash and Dash. Number 4321, Mal. Number 624, Masquerade. Number 713, Rennie. Number 8, Dame. Number 87, Betty Davis Eyes. Number 89, Emsky Hammer. And number 911, Killer Ella. They are bench coached by Bam, and someone else, please tell me who it is. Oh, it also looks like Guts out there.
That's a Guts for sure. All right, for the Redneck Betties, we've got Panic, number 2. Number 13 is Nadia. Number 119, Mako Rose. 14 is Bindi. 180, we've got April Sowers. Number 3 is Intimidator. 30 is Whip. 314, Bazinga. 333, Snap. 40, Punchy. 44, Hawa. 476, Bellicose Blonde. 576 is Miss Koozie. 69, Terrorizer. Number 7 is Bones, and it looks like we've got Scream Soda as a bench coach.
Question mark.
Question mark. But the main head coach is the one and only Vic Vega.
We've got Scream Soda on third base for the Redneck Betties and Guns and Repeat for the NF Bombs.
Y'all just appeared out of nowhere over here, eh?
Smoke bomb.
You know what I plan on doing later?
Tell me.
Appearing in the audience.
I believe that. There's nothing you could say to make me not believe that.
We're mobile now.
Everyone better look out. Hide your wife, hide your kids. Beginning of the game whistle, 5 seconds being called. That's April Sowers on the line for the Redneck Betties up against Joe Means Joe. This is very different than the level 1 game I was just announcing.
I bet. This one goes by a little bit quicker. We've got April Sowers as your lead jammer today.
Up against Joe Means Joe close behind. We'll see if age does really matter. I guess. April tiptoeing through the outside line. What's new? Before Joe can get anything. Sucks suck. That's 3 points for April Sowers, the Redneck Betties. 0 for Joe.
I also have some sesame rice crackers if you want.
Aw, I have a chocolate muffin.
Oh, you got the chocolate muffin.
We're having a picnic. Smash and Dash for the NF Bombs up against Miss Koozie. Miss Koozie. Blade running Miss Koozie back as Smash and Dash. Pops out the outside.
Miss Koozie, more like Miss Excuse Me.
Miss Koozie. Italian. Smash.
Mamma mia.
Gets 4 points. Calls it off before Miss Koozie can get
That's
any
3
points.
points.
You think I do math?
Smacky, I think you need glasses.
I have glasses. I'm just not wearing them. It's a tie game, folks.
Next up, we've got Bazinga for the Redneck Betties against Masquerade for the NF Ball.
I feel like that was a very long 5 seconds, but that was probably just my brain. Howabunga doing what Howabunga does best, which is be really cool and make everyone wishes that she was her. Up against Masquerade as Bazinga.
Brutal.
Comes through with lead jammer. Howa to the box for whatever she did. I think that penalty was just being too cool. And Bazinga hits the back of the NF Bombs wall. Snap, going to the box for something. I didn't pay attention. Bazinga trying to get some points. As Masquerade gets through right next to Bazinga. If you thought there was going to be some jammer on jammer action,
Did you
it
see
looks
that
like you're gonna be
jammer
wrong.
ref like synchronicity happen? That was
I
beautiful.
Now kiss. You got Nadia Leviste coming back, bringing Masquerade all the way back. That sucks. Bazinga
That
calling
sucks.
off the jam with her 4 points. 4 to 3 points.
Looks like, yeah. Mask managed to grab 3 of those. Beauty.
Oh, the angle was weird. I thought it was 2 for a second. Sweet. Another jam down. So many more to go. We've got Betty Davis Eyes up against Punchy. People are yelling. It's really fun. This is a 1-point game. Davis, forearm penalty. That sucks for Davis and the NF Bombs. But that's okay because the NF Bombs are going to be playing all D against Punchy. The Redneck Betties trying their best to play some offense. Catching, that looks like Bear up front. Punchy. Oh,
Punchy
Redneck
punched her way through that wall.
punched her way through with the Redneck Betties' help. That was a really good offensive play by the Redneck Betties.
Oh, did you all see that apex jump?
That was sick. That was sick. This is really loud. I hope you all can hear me, or if it's not too loud, because I'm being really funny right now.
You're cracking me up, Smacky.
Thank you. I try my best. I've had my coffee, and now I'm ready to rumble and take my B-reel. That is April Sowers up against Joe Means Joe once again. See if Joe can get some redemption. But Leviste really working overtime. I feel like Leviste and Hawabunga really have it down pat. Joe Means Joe out first with lead jammer, but April Sowers close behind. They're both very fast, so who knows how this will go. Joe Means Joe knocked to the outside by Bazinga and calls off the jam. That's 1 point for the NF Bombs, 0 for the Redneck Betties.
Nickel and dime, my friends. Nickel and dime.
I have heard so much about Bazinga, and I have seen Bazinga, but I've never connected their name to face.
Who they were.
Yeah. Sorry, Bazinga. I do know you.
Bazinga actually used to skate for Calgary.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time passes.
Good to see her again.
We've got Miss Coolsy up against Smash and Dash. Miss Coolsy up first
Excuse me.
with lead jammer. Smash and Dash fighting her way through the Redneck Betty's wall. That's a tough wall. Mal trying to play some offense, but Rip says nope. Yeah, that wall sucks. I would not want to be Smash and Dash right now, but also Smash and Dash is way more talented than I am at jamming, so
Don't cut yourself short.
If you think I could get past Howabunga and Rip, and
I think you're a
another-
better jammer than you give yourself credit for.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Miss Coolsy coming up, trying to score some points and call it off before Smash and Dash can get any. That's a 1 point jam.
Smash just tried to catch 1 point, and
That's definitely
Kurz isn't feeling generous this morning.
no. Kurt says I'm actually the most biased ref known to man. That was a lie. Sorry, Kurt. You're a very good ref.
He can't hear you.
Good.
So we can
I'm gonna
talk bad all we want.
Good. Rolling back, we've got jammers and blockers. If you don't know who they are, that sucks because I don't either. We've got Masquerade going
It looks
up,
like Mask is
but
going up against Belle.
something just happened.
The jam did not start on the scoreboard.
That's embarrassing. For the scoreboard that is sponsored by
They should be ashamed.
Derby Level Up. Sorry, Derby Level Up. Doing you dirty. We've also
I'm
got
eating all of your muffin. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Penalty box is sponsored by WFTDI. Thanks, WFTDI, for paying for our stuff sometimes. We've also got the Jam Line is sponsored by Full Mobility Chiropractic, run by our very own Bradford. I think April is really loving having everyone cheer for them. So I think everyone should cheer for them even more. You can tell by the devastated look on her face. Oh, we've got double time April Sours going on. Oh, good. It does need to be louder. Who are you cheering for? Keep it going. This timeout hasn't ended yet. Davis, we love you too. But you're not as funny to cheer on, so. Get him, Payne. That whistle signals the end of this timeout. April gets some reprieve. Maybe this jam will actually start. If we're lucky. If we're good.
There we go.
Whistle starts. That is Betty Davis Eyes going up against April Sours. April goes to the inside line, but gets a cut. Because why not? Davis tried to be stopped by Halbunga. Nothing can stop Betty Davis Eyes because she's just a girl. It's a power jam for Betty Davis Eyes. We'll see if the NF bombs can help. Betty Davis Eyes doesn't need any help. That was a no pass, no penalty, but still got those 4 points. Slay. NF bombs doing a quick sweep to the outside line. Davis with some nice edge work getting through past Leviste. April coming in, hits the NF bombs wall hard. Hardy and gets knocked to the outside line, but you think that can stop April? You obviously haven't been playing roller derby in Alberta because we know that that does not stop anyone.
I don't think she knows how to
April.
stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop, stopping. Betty Davis Eyes being brought all the way back by someone who I cannot see because I didn't wear my glasses today. April also being brought back. We're just really stuck in the apex, the second apex. That's how Abanga bringing Davis out. She's got Betty Davis eyes, and you know.
I went up against Howa once. Never again.
How'd that go?
It was the worst time of my life. I cried. I cried on her chest.
Yep.
I was like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah. All three of those sisters are just Insane.
Absolutely
April
insane.
Brew. It can't have been.
They're all very, very talented skaters.
That is a 15-point jam for the NF Bombs. Facilitated by Betty Davis Eyes.
Looks like we've got Joe Means Joe versus
Miss Scoozy. I never understood her name until I heard her mom, Bellicose Blonde, say it like that. Miss Scoozy. And then it all came together in my brain. My third eye was opened to the Italians.
clean up on aisle 3. Thanks, D-Ray.
D-Ray's our janitor and plays no other part in this in this weekend.
He's just a lowly janitor.
He's just a lowly janitor with
Underpaid, undervalued,
overworked, underpaid, undervalued. No talent except for mopping.
no talent at all. No good to anybody but cleaning up spills.
Unless he's making them by being a Team Canada and Toronto Jammer. Anyways. Also got Brad helping up. This is the most overqualified cleanup crew I've ever seen in my life.
Standing by, Brad.
Brad and Phil standing by. None of these people have ever watched a roller derby game in their lives.
What is happening?
Brad's
What
doing
is
a really weird job.
Repeat's coming in to give some direction.
Redneck Betties walled up, ready to go.
Lay down the law, Repeat.
That was a weird.
This
What
is
is Brad doing? I've never seen a dry job like that before.
Repeat gave up.
Brad has never cleaned up a mess in his life, it looks like.
Anne Rexy, are you in the building? Your child needs help in aisle 3.
Is he raised in a barn? What year is this? I still don't know what's being cleaned up, though.
I think it's just a water bottle.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
The children spilled water.
The children are our future, but also the worst. But we love them.
Thanks for all your cooperation, folks. We're excited to let you know that Derby is on its way.
Shorty has a hair attached to them, but I know it's not hers because her hair is so short.
Ew.
We've got Miss Goozy up against Joe Means Joe. We're still waiting for that 5 seconds.
Oh, is Squid? Squid is the father of Derby over here is telling the kids what to do.
Papa Squid.
Papa Squid.
Papa Squid. Joe Means Joe hitting the pack just after Miss Goozy. Lots of things going on, and my brain can't focus on any of them. So I'm just going to wait to see what happens. Looks like a Bazinga friendly fire on Miss Goozy. Tries to make it up to them by playing some offense on Toast and Jam. It's being a bit of a menace out there. Intimidator. Bridging as the NF Bombs bring Miss Goozy to the floor.
Yeah, that hurt.
Sorry, buddy. Joe Means Joe still fighting as well. That just looks like a bummer of a situation. Joe Means Joe gets out. Good on ya.
Good hustle.
Good hustle. Keep your stick on the ice there, bud. Miss Goozy coming around trying to get some points before Joe Means Joe calls off the jam. Oh, a very, very cool apex jump. Getting them 3 points.
Extra points for apex jumps.
Yeah, I agree. Points for style.
Point for style.
Timeout for NF Bombs.
You know what we should do now?
Oh, what should we do,
We
Shorty?
should go mobile.
What? I'm looking for victim.
I want to make sure that it's not going to like do terrible feedback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the worst. We're going to test the range of these microphones now.
I'm scared to talk to someone. What if they don't want to be talked to and then I embarrass them? Hey, Pro, what do you think of this game so far?
I think this has been a really exciting game. I love watching all my beautiful friends play. It's really exciting out here at Acadia Arena tonight. I'm really excited for more games, more derby coming up here. Thank you very much.
That was some really cool insight.
Hey, Pro, do you need a booster seat?
Some phone books stacked on top of each other? Yeah. Yep. 5 seconds being called. Unfortunately, I can't see because my hubris is too large.
How's it going,
and
guys?
Moved. That's Smash and Dash versus Punchy, I've been told. Dash out first, running up the inside line. Punchy trying to do the same. Cakes, our Lord and Savior Cakes. Bridging out. Emski is insane. Dash tipping over.
She went full sideways, Smacky.
It was-
Full sideways.
She was like one of those like rolly dolls that you tip over and they pop back up. Except Dash did not pop back up. I can't see. I'm going back to the table where it's safe. That's April Sowers next to Masquerade. Whistles blown, bodies hit the floor. Masquerade coming up. April Sowers tiptoeing up the inside line because that's what April does best.
Way to go, Mask. Way to go.
I want to give a shout out to our medics. That's Razor over there, aka Raisin. And D-Ray probably. Brad looks pretty good over there too. We've got a lot of really talented people out on the track.
You're so tall, Smacky.
I grew about 3 feet.
I was thinking about going to hang out with the kids.
Huh?
The aged out juniors. Or the juniors.
I don't understand the words that you're saying, so I'm going to ignore you. Oh, I understand now. Anyways, it got blood on the track, which is super gnarly and cool. But also a biohazard, so we got to take that into account too.
How's your day going?
My day's going great.
What's your favorite part about today?
Just watching some good derby.
Who's your favorite player?
My favorite player, I got a couple.
Top 3.
Top 3, I gotta say Rennie over there.
I gotta give Betty Davis Eyes a nice shout out. Killerella, and I'm sorry.
That's 3. What about you? Who's your top 3?
My top 3 are Bash and Bindi, and
That is so biased.
Howabunga,
Completely biased.
and Kuzi.
Fair. She's your dad. Okay, yeah. Good choices. What about you? Who's your favorite 3?
Betty Davis Eyes. Hey, this is actually hard. Top 3. I don't have a top 3 though.
Just Betty.
Just Davis. She's all 3.
Davis is all 3.
Yeah. My top 3 are Betty, Davis, and Eyes.
All right, what about you? She-Hulk?
Probably Killerella.
Top, just that's it.
I don't know. All of them? It's hard to choose a top 3 even.
They're all such talented skaters. I completely understand. Yep. All right, what about you, Mystic?
The top group. Any of them. I don't know.
Everybody. Go Sports!
We love sports out here. That's the rolling whistle to signal that there are no longer biohazards on the track, but now there's an official review, so we're just going to keep chilling. Hanging out.
Then
That's my bad. Okay.
I'm your local investigator to see what's going on. I'm just going to snoop. Hey, Belle, how's it going?
all right. How are you, Smacky?
I'm so good because I'm watching a really good roller derby game. How is it out there?
It's pretty good. I feel like it's still a bit early, but we've had a lot of stoppages, so I'd like to get going and play some derby.
You want to play roller derby at a roller derby game? That's crazy.
Crazy. I know.
All right, I'm going to go see if I can eavesdrop.
I miss Smacky, so I'm going to go and hang out with her again. I can't hear anything she says. Bye, juniors!
It looks like the NF Bombs are looking for an egregious hit on Howabunga. However, it was accidental and unavoidable. So therefore, the no call will stand, or no expulsion. That means that the NF Bombs will lose their official review, which always sucks. But you know what? That's why we have officials.
Why can we not have officials?
We always need officials, or else it would be chaos.
Officials make the derby go round.
That reminds me, if you would like to be on skates, but do not want to hit people on purpose,
Talk to your
talk
favorite
to-
official today, or don't. They may not like it.
No, I want you to try it. You need to do things at least twice to make sure you know that you do want it. Or you don't want it. I just short-circuited. I don't know what I'm talking about. Whistle is blown. Betty Davis Eyes sneaking past their own line and the Redneck Betties line. As April Sowers gets hit to the outside by Toast and Jam, methinks. But it is also called on a cut, so that means that Betty Davis Eyes is the only jammer on the track. Killerella, who am I?
You know, the
What
more
is
that
the
you try
offense?
and tell an official how to do your job, the less that official is actually going to want to agree with you.
Officials are people too. They like vengeance.
They are.
Betty Davis eyes knocked to the outside line. No pass, no penalty on Nadia Levis, it looks like. Pushing on Howabunga. And rip. That 2-wall looks like a nightmare. April Sowers with the cap off. So you can't really tell she's the jammer. I'll tell you right now, she is. Out of the pack, but Betty Davis says nope and calls it off.
We've got second base over here, waving their arms in the air.
They're doing signals, top secret signals. Joe Means Joe with the star for the NF Bombs, and Bazinga with the star for the Redneck Betties. Big pile up in the front. Someone's going to the box for that. And
Sending off black 1-4. That's Bindi.
yeah,
Smacky just smacking my water bottle off the wall.
Joe Means Joe out of the pack. That's 4 points for
Black
the
number
NF
333 gets called on a multiplayer.
That is snap. Joe Means Joe up against Miss Kuzi. But that's no match for Joe Means Joe. Team Canada prospect. Bazinga, or Miss Kuzi with the star in hand. That was a star pass for Bazinga.
That was Bazinga trying to get a little taste of that Joe Means Joe.
We love a girl that does both. Joe Means Joe out with another 4 points. This is a 16-point jam so far for the NF Bombs. Miss Kuzi out of the pack, star on helmet. They thought maybe they'd be jamming this jam. It happened. Every pivot's worst nightmare. A little hop to the inside line. No points for Miss Kuzi. 4 for Joe Means Joe. That was a 20-point jam for the NF Bombs. April Sowers up against Smash and Dash.
Smacky, what do you think the jumping jacks is a signal for?
Get lead. Sometimes you just got to tell your jammer, why don't you get lead? And then they do it, just like Smash and Dash did.
Whatever it means.
It was
It was effective.
It was those jumping jacks that got it. April Sowers out of the pack. Smash and Dash through basically untouched. And calls off the jam. Crackers have been saved. Betty Davis on the line. Next to, oh.
There goes those jumping jacks.
That means that Betty Davis has to get lead. Bell means Bell on the line for the Redneck Betties. It worked. Jumping jacks.
Not working.
That wasn't the NF Bomb skill at all. It was just the jumping jacks. Bellicose Blonde going up against Dame. That's a bummer. And now against Mal. And Pay the Pain with Dame. But still got out. That must be all of that jamming experience last night against Team Ontario. Davis calls off the jam with her 4 points. Emski with the star for the NF Bombs. Timeout for the Redneck Betties.
The Redneck Betties are calling a timeout. Vic Vega's right there in the middle of it.
Chatting. He's just yapping.
Just yapping and hopping,
Yapping and hopping.
skipping.
Being merry.
Is Old Man Vic actually Old Saint Vic?
I heard a rumor that he jammed multiple times yesterday.
Is Old Man Vic actually Old Saint Vic?
I didn't process what Shorty just said until just now. But Christmas has come early this year.
Christmas is in July. You know what else is in July? RollerCon.
Shorty, are you so excited to go to RollerCon?
It's my first time, you guys. I've been doing this for like 15 years. And this is my first year at RollerCon.
We're also going with Guns and Dash. You're going? Yes. See if Guns does any more jumping jacks. Emski hammer up against Biscuzi. Both walls rolling back at the 5-second mark to be a little tricky. But is it really tricky if it happens every time in every single team in Alberta? Emski with 1 foot turn. Oh, that's
Gets
a bummer.
called on a high block.
And Biscuzi is lead jammer.
Did we both sit like behind the speakers so we can like figure out what each other are saying? Well, then it messes me up because it's like the way and I just, you know what I
Big spill for Rennie. Sorry, buddy. Hope you're okay. Miss Guzzi coming through once again. Trying to get more points.
More what?
This is a points-based game. As Emski goes to the box again for a cut. And Miss Guzzi goes out with 4 more points. Trying to tiptoe around the inside line, thinks, no thanks, and calls it off. Redneck Betties starting on a power jam. That's quite nice for them. Rather be in a powerful jam than a powerless jam. Powerful jam than a powerless. Especially against April Sowers, that's gonna hurt. Sriracha and Killerella doing what they do best, just getting really low. April Sowers going to the box for a cut. This is going to be a jammer swap. Oh,
She
just
tried
kidding.
so hard.
She tried really hard, tried to be sneaky. Emski hitting the back of the Redneck Betties wall. Still eligible for lead, methinks. But we'll see if she gets it. That's Rip and Bazinga and one other person whose number I can't see. 69. Terrorizer. Emski, lead jammer, out of the box. NF Bombs lining up for some O. Sees April coming around the track and thinks, better wall up. Cut for Emski Hammer. Sorry, buddy. April going to the outside line, gets hit out by Joe Means Joe. This also means that this jam will last for the full 2 minutes.
You
April
see that little
Sowers.
butt push?
Tiptoeing around the outside line. Gets hit out by Pay the Pain. Nope. Killerella. Recycled back, but Killerella's hit out, so doesn't matter. Recycled back again around Cakes. Emsky with the cap off. Around Terrorizer chasing her down. No match for Emsky Hammer. April Sour still trying to get through that NF Bombs line. And sneaks around the inside line.
That was Panic giving the assist to get April Sours out of that pack.
We love an assist here. That was very eventful. The score is now 75-35. That's subject to change, but that's the numbers I'm seeing right now. That's Bones up against Smash and Dash. Bones with the lead jam. Looks a little bit surprised, but power to ya. Smash and Dash caught behind that. That's definitely Hawa and Leviste and Bell. That's such a garbage line to be up against. Leviste to the box for a high block. And Bones to the box for a cut. This jam is going to go 2 minutes. Dash behind. Oh, we got Punchy. That sucks. Howabunga doing what she does best, which is getting so low her hands touch the ground. And Dash sneaking on the inside line. NF Bomb seeing if they can play some O for their adored Dash. Going to the in. All they have to get by is Punchy and Hawa as Leviste plows through the NF Bomb's wall, and Bones is back on the track through with 4 points. Punchy clearing the inside for Bones, but met with Pay the Pain for the NF Bombs. Leviste back to the box for a direction penalty. And Bones cycled all the way back by Blade. Dame hitting to the inside line, and Bones recycled back once again. As Dash is still trying to get through that Betty's wall. Got through. Bones plowing down Dame. And this jam reaches its natural conclusion. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. We got Snap making it out of the pack, claiming that lead gem.
Someone's being called to the box. Oh, that's Bear. Little Bear. Snap through with 4 points as Betty Davis Eyes gets through her initial.
It's embarrassing.
Redneck Betty seeing if they can play some O, but then abandon hope as Betty Davis Eyes hits the pack. Snap through for another 4 points. Davis, no pass, no penalty, but still gets 4 points. Snap calls off the jam after another 4 points. That's 12 points for Snap for Davis.
I'm going to say it. I miss jammer points.
I'm going to be real. I do too. Unpopular opinion.
They say that it was too much work for the refs.
I think that's a cop-out.
Oh, we've got the jammer starting in a down position. Therefore, breaking derby.
If they start out of play, then What happened?
I call shenanigans.
Well, we're back now. Bellicose Blonde tiptoeing on the outside line, but caught by Killerella and Emsky. That's a dangerous pair.
That is brutal.
Emsky heading to the outside line, but can't run back fast enough. Killerella.
Sriracha move?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
She surfed Blondie out of play.
That's insane. Joe Means Joe trying to get through for some points as Killerella tries to help and then stops because they're like, now
Mako
what?
takes a break just to catch her breath.
I'm tired. I'm tired just looking at him.
I was tired at 9 a.m. when I had to rep the juniors.
It's hard work out here. Big fall from Emsky Hammer. Bellicose Blonde gets to the pack. Rip to the box for something.
Or a directional.
Why, yes, it is. Bell looking at the wall they're up against. April Sowers playing some pretty good but NF Bombs recycling to the front. April Sowers trying to help Bell. Bell's cap is off, which means she cannot score any points.
How many points did she score before passing the panty to April?
Who knows? Who's to say?
2.
Really?
I'm going to say 2.
I think that you just won the game.
Nailed it.
And
No, and then I just lost the game. Thanks. Thanks, Mackie.
Sorry. April being April. What's new? Joe Means Joe pushing Emsky to the outside, saying, get out of my way.
I have been warned not to swear, so y'all are welcome.
I don't think I've ever heard you not swear in your life. We can't call it a panty because of woke.
The panty for your helmet.
The cover is on Smash and Dash.
And also
And his
on
lead.
Miss Koozie.
Someone being called for a multiplayer.
That looks like a Sonya Blade.
We've got a jammer race, folks. Smash and Dash, hands up, trying to call it off. Betty Davies eyes up against Bazinga. Everyone rolling back, trying to meet the jammers halfway. Bazinga sneaking up the inside line. Lead jammer. People are getting multiplayers. We'll see who it is. That's Bones. Bones got a multiplayer. Bazinga spinning through the NF Bombs wall. That was really cool. And Snap and Howa. That's such a bummer. Catching Betty Davis eyes, but Howabunga goes to the box for illegal contact, probably because she was out of play. Snap trying to stop Betty Davis eyes, not gonna work.
Davis won't have any of it.
Nah, that's Snap and Bindi out there for the
bet.
The Redneck Betties. My brain just stops sometimes. I've got to reset. Bazinga trying to spin through, calls off the jam.
That was a nice waterfall effect by Sonya Blade.
Hot diggity.
And folks, that is halftime.
You give us the microphones, you give us the power.
Testing.
Haha.
All right.
Shorty just got turned down.
Turned down for what?
Because of woke. We got NF Bombs 115 next to Redneck Betties 69. Noise.
And on the jammer line, we have Joe Means Joe versus Miss Cruzy.
Redneck Betty starting with 2 blockers on the track, 2 blockers in the box. Bummer Town.
That is mom and daughter in the box.
Love that journey for them. Miss Guzzi doing some jammer on jammer action. Joe Means Joe going on the outside line, getting lead jammer, but Miss Guzzi very close behind.
I love me some good jammer on jammer action.
Catch Joe, Guzzi, catch Joe. Joe, eat the baby.
You just got here? Well, I want you to know I have been well behaved. No swearing, none at all.
Shorty hasn't been saying the word panty at all.
I just got told that this is a
Team
polite
taking a
sport.
tumble to the outside line. That's a no pass, no penalty for Kuzi. She can just skate on by.
That doesn't seem polite at all. Joe Means Joe calling it off, getting 3 points for the NF Bombs. A total of 7 for that entire jam.
We've got Nadia Leviste up against Smash and Dash. Leviste came into this tournament saying, I don't know, I haven't really been on skates in like a year, so I don't know how good I'm going to be. And then started blowing people up. So
Famous last words.
famous last words indeed. Smash and Dash stuck behind that Redneck Betty's wall, just as Leviste is stuck behind the NF Bombs wall.
I don't think Smash and Dash believed that herself.
I don't think
That's because Smash and Dash didn't have guns doing jumping jacks in the corner.
I mean, Guns isn't in this corner, but I think she was doing the jumping jacks in the other corner.
Maybe it means the opposite because she's in the other corner. Bell to the box for a low block, and Smash and Dash calls it off. Good job, Nadia. We believe in you. Bombs starting down 1. Oh, I lied. Redneck Betty starting down 1. I didn't see Mal. We've got
Punchy versus
Betty Davis Eyes.
Betty Davis Eyes.
Punchy, push to the inside line. Still trying to get through that NF Bombs wall. Bindi trying to play offense on Sriracha. Davis trying to go on the outside. No pass, no penalty. Push to the inside by Bones. Still trying to get through Bindi. Push to the out. Punchy. Push to the in by Toast and Jam. Pulled all the way back. Betty Davis Eyes lead jammer.
Punchy giving the star,
The boxers
the boxers,
to Snap.
on over to Snap.
Davis passes a few blockers and calls off the jam. That's 4 more points for the NF Bombs. 8 points total for that jam.
Nitro looking fabulous as always.
it is a shame. That the speaker. I know.
Rice Ball, you're doing so good right now. He can't hear me because he's got headphones on like a toddler. He's got to protect his old hearing.
Is he old man Ricey or is he toddler Ricey?
Joe Means Joe, quick lead jammer, but Miss Guzzi passing her by. Joe's just kind of skating,
You know,
thinking
you
about
know
calling
she's
it off.
gonna call it off. There it is. There it is.
Like a cat playing with its food. I think that Rice Ball stays young because his hearing is so good.
Really? Because I thought it was because he took pictures of people's souls and then captured the soul and then put them in a box, and now he just feeds off of them.
Like a witch. Witch! April Sowers up against Smash and Dash. April Sowers running up the inside line, but gets pushed out by Bear. And Smash and Dash lead jammer. Smash and Dash out scot-free. 4 points for the NF Bombs.
Smash and Dash's derby wife in the corner doing squats to give her more power.
You think you're tired, Smash and Dash. Guns is doing squats. You can't complain. Dash tiptoeing around Howabunga. Those are called solidarity squats, by the way. Laviste with the star. Pushing hard against, what is that? That's Killerella and Bear. Bellicose Blonde trying her best to give her some offense, but just kind of splooting on the outside line. Rennie going all the way back. Sorry, Nadia. That sucks. Dash through once again. Another 4 points.
Nadia once more getting taken out by Rennie.
This is actually a pivot's worst nightmare. I'm going to be so real. I would not want to be Nadia Laviste right now. Dash getting held up by Howabunga. What's new? As Bellicose Blonde holding backwards. Howabunga trying to last ditch hit, but Smash and Dash still through. Nadia Laviste with the star on, just trying to stop the point bleeding.
If done right, a jammer taking on a blocker's position
18-point jam for
can be
Smash and Dash.
so helpful, but not quite for this one.
Just a reminder to the teams, please be thinking about MVB and MVJs. Got Snap up against Davis.
If there's a snap, where's Crackle and Pop?
Good one, Shorty.
I'll be here all weekend.
Davis, no pass, no penalty, meaning she is not lead jammer. Although they are available for points. Snap also with the no pass, no penalty. Everyone knows the rules here. Davis trying to come through. Snap, lead jammer. Surprised. Sometimes things just kind of work out.
It happens when they've either previously passed that blocker or they get another chance to pass that blocker that they did not earn a pass on originally.
Nice.
I know my rules.
Kiki, how you doing in the penalty box? She hates me. She's not paying attention.
Kiki's giving us some weird eye energy.
Love you, Kiki. She hates us. I'll recover eventually, but it'll take a little bit. Joe means Joe, I'm assuming. Yep. Against Miss Scusi. Blade with the tumble. As Emski hits to the outside line. Joe is lead jammer.
Emski trying to draw her back, but gets prevented by those redneck Betties.
What did you say? We're going to ignore whatever that was. Hey, going to the box for a forearm. Tisk tisk.
I'll have a talk with Pay later at work.
Miss Guzzi around 0 points. And we've got Joe Means Joe. That's 8. Got Smash and Dash up against April Sowers. Some jammer on jammer action because April's being annoying to Smash
Usually
and Dash.
is.
April lead jammer. Yay.
See, look at her being so annoying as the lead jammer.
April's an annoying jammer. I don't know what to tell you. Smash and Dash down, but still in bounds. Bellicose Blonde and Howabunga up at the front. Smash and Dash kind of stumbling through. Howabunga out of play. Smash and Dash out of the pack. April Sowers trying to score some points. 4 points for April Sowers. Smash and Dash knocked to the inside line. And stuck by Howabunga. Not a cool place to be. Smash and Dash out with 4 points. As April Sowers tries to get her 8th. Calls off the jam. April Sowers is very points aware. Counts all of her points and other people's because she's a keener. Oh, good. Alberto.
We've got Betty Davis Eyes versus Bones. Bones getting that lead jam status right away. Davis taking the boxer off.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Davis took the boxer off.
Oh, yeah. The banana hammocks. If you don't have the boxers on,
You are
can't
not the
score
jammer.
points. Davis is still the jammer. Just can't score points.
I mean, I guess so.
Something just happened.
Well, she wasn't claiming points anyways.
No. Which is why that was beneficial. Strategy. Miss Guzzi up against Joe Means Joe. Classic combo. I've decided. Miss Guzzi out first, but Emsky Hammer. Hasn't passed Emsky Hammer yet. Joe Means Joe now at the top of the pack, being recycled all the way back by Bellicose Blonde and Bazinga. Joe Means Joe cap is off. Terrorizer and Bazinga up front trying to stop Joe Means Joe, but she does a little spin and is out because she's Joe. Miss Guzzi calls off the jam because she can. 4 points for Miss Guzzi in the Redneck Betties. 0 for NF Bombs. Timeout for the Redneck Betties at the nick of time. Cat energy. All right. Hills, how's it going?
Pretty good. A little tired, you know, all weekend event. Need some sleep or some coffee. I don't know.
That sounds really nice. I also need that. How was your game yesterday?
Oh, it was really good. I fell a lot less than I thought I would. Still a little sore today, though. 2 back-to-back games, you know. Got a bruise, but, you know, that's Derby.
That was crazy. That was very fun.
You got to
know-
hold it closer.
Don't tell me what to do. Hi. Jam is back on. We've got Punchy up against Smash and Dash.
I might have to go to the bathroom. Which bathroom can I stink up? Why?
Smash and Dash out pretty quickly. Punchy coming through. But Killerella trying to stop Punchy. No match.
Killerella is still a beast, though. I have so much respect for any tall person that can get that low. As low as me? Are you for real right now?
Someone from my old juniors team in Portland shared a picture of Killerella and I felt on Facebook and I felt so cool because I actually knew her. I was like, oh my God, that's my friend.
And I know her.
I saw Shrimp. I was going to go bother him, but now he's gone.
Oh, last I saw, he was over at the nerd table.
He hates me.
Nerd table. What I said. Okay.
Found him. Miss Kuzi up against Davis. Bindi trying to stop Davis, but no luck. Miss Kuzi trying to hop to the outside line, but Cakes pulls a cut and then calls it before even the refs call it. Shorty's abandoned me. And I'm devastated. Betty Davis eyes 4 points for the NF Bombs. This is a power jam for the NF Bombs. Betty Davis eyes telling her blockers, wait for a second, but then gets knocked out, so the Bombs play some offense. Davis 1 foot slide out of bounds. And Miss Kuzi sneaks up behind all the Bombs, gets out almost untouched. Rennie got a tiny piece of her, but didn't really matter. Scream telling Miss Kuzi, keep going. There are a couple pickup players for this team. One of them is April Sowers. Pretty sure Miss Kuzi is one of them. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Miss Kuzi is not one of them. April Sowers, definitely. Scream helping out. Davis, 4 more points. Davis is just doing laps. 3 more seconds in this jam. Davis is taking a little break. Shrimp, how's it going?
Good, good. How you doing?
So good. Hi, Doves. I'll go talk to you. Oh, but first, Joey's Joe and Bellicose Blonde starting in a sprawl because they're keeners. And why wouldn't they? Belle with a little apex hop. That was very cool. Style points for Belle. Doves, how's it going?
Good.
Thank you for that.
I'm excited to be watching my fellow boom skaters kick some ass.
They're kicking so much butt right now. You should be proud.
I am very proud.
Good.
Also go Team Stripes.
Go Team Stripes. We're all on Team Stripes. Love that journey. Belle trying to get some points as Joe comes around. Blade took a big spill to the inside line. And the jam is called off. With 10 points left in this jam. Nope, sorry, 10 minutes left in this game. Be sure to stick around after this game for the level 3 game. I'm announcing so good. This is Punchy versus, that looks like Smash and Dash. Yep, Smash and Dash. Little spin to the outside line as Punchy tries to get past Cakes. Is also through. Both jammers eligible for points. Smash and Dash, turning around the outside line. Bendy out of the box, trying to play some O, but not before Smash and Dash calls it off. April Sowers up against Davis, 2 ex-Team Canada Juniors players. They know each other very well. Got a lot of Team Canada players out there right now. Kawabunga, Pei, etc. April Sowers, little hop to the inside line, out for points. But Davis is right behind. April Sowers hitting the NF Bombs wall in the back. Going to the in, going to the out. Going to the in again, because that's how April's works. April getting called on a cut. That means that it is a power jam for Davis and the NF Bombs. Let's see if what they can do with it. How's it going, Shorty?
It's going pretty good. I definitely like it over here where we can hear the speakers.
Me too.
Yeah.
Davis,
CP?
go for it.
What about Davis?
She's got another 4 points. Yes. Is there feedback? We've been kicked out of our spot. April Sowers out of the box, scoring 4 points. And that's a start pass for Rennie.
There's a boxer pass.
What was that? I can't hear you over here in our quarantine spot.
There's a boxer pass is what I said.
There was a boxer pass. That jam reaches its natural conclusion. Rennie scoring 4 points for the NF Bombs. Rennie, you're a jammer now.
You're a real jammer now.
Punchy with Joe Means Joe. Oh, wait, sorry, that's not Punchy. That's Snap. Punchy's not even out there. I don't know what I was seeing.
Punchy has nothing to do with this jam right now.
You have nothing to do with my life right now.
I have everything to do with your life right now.
I know. Snap calls it off from the floor. 0 points to 0 points. Smash and Dash up against Bellicose Blonde.
See, look, now Punchy is on the track.
Who's Punchy?
Black 4-0.
Never heard of them.
They most famous for getting proposed to at our last Naughty versus Nice tournament.
That was actually so sick.
This is the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
There's a mouth guard just like here. If you're missing a pink mouth guard, you should probably wash it.
That's not pink.
That's pink.
That's red.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's salmon, actually.
It's Maroon 5.
Out on the corner in the pouring rain.
Oh, are we at karaoke now?
Yeah, dude. It's a timeout for someone. Does it matter who? Oh, it's the Redneck Betties. I guess it does matter.
It does matter.
This is their last timeout. You can. I don't know.
How many timeouts do they get, Smacky?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I kind of do.
I'm keeping a secret.
Secrets don't make friends.
Exactly.
Ouch.
I think it's 2. But you can also use your official timeout or official review as a timeout because if you're just tired. Bellicose Blonde doing a little matrix move to the outside and Smash and Dash doing a little hoppy move to the inside.
A little straightaway jump.
Like a bunny.
Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest.
Smash and Dash running up the outside line, calls it off. 4 points for Smash and Dash. Oh, that's 8 total. The score is now 214 to 110. In case you're like me and did not wear your glasses.
Yes, Mackie, where are your glasses?
At your mom's house.
Ooh.
We've got Rip. First time we've seen Rip on the line up against Betty Davis Eyes. Davis running to the to the front very quickly, gets lead jam. Rip plowing through the bombs wall because Rip is super strong. Davis 4 points. Snap with the star now. That was a star pass. 2 snap. Sorry, a boxer snap. Boxer pass. There's things going on, but I can't say because announcers aren't supposed to say that. Okay, now I can say it. Snap was not the jammer. It was an incomplete star pass. So therefore, when Snap zooted out of the pack, she was out of play and not the jammer. So Snap then had to return to the pack, give the star back to Rip, and then take it again. But that didn't happen because the jam was called off.
Thanks for explaining that.
No problem. I just didn't want to give away what was happening to the blockers because I'm secretive. I like keeping secrets.
You like not making friends.
Correct. Joe means Joe. Spinning to the inside line as Bones sacrifices her body to Science and also Joe. And Dame gets a high block. Naughty, naughty.
It's safe to say she was a donor.
Joe means Joe. Another 4 points. Calls it off because why not?
To prevent April from getting those 2 other points.
That could win Redneck Betty's the game. They got those 2 points. You never know.
It could go either way.
Anybody's game, folks. It's also not, I mean, the blocking and jamming out there has been amazing on both sides. The score does not reflect how great of a game this is.
It's everybody's game at this point. Punchy giving the boxer over to Miss Goozy.
Miss Goozy, very pleased with herself that plan worked. As Smash and Dash Gains lead jammer. Calls off the jam.
But not before Miss Scoozy
2 points.
grabs those 2 points.
Timeout for NF bombs. And Levis is on the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. I guess we should talk about sponsors now. The jam line, in which I think that's actually I can't tell who that is. I think it's Levis, is on the floor. Is sponsored by Brad, pick a better name that I can pronounce. Full Mobility Cairo. Yeah. You should pick a better name like Smacky Kennedy Cairo. But anyways, if your back is feeling achy, go see Brad. Brad knows what he's doing. We've got Roller Derby Level Up. Sponsoring the scoreboard today. Thanks, Roller Derby Level Up. I think they have a table now, question mark? They are now
Rolling
here.
whistle means that gameplay is about to start.
Got Snap on the line for Redneck Betties. Betty Davis eyes for NF Bombs. Levis plowing Mal over because, you know, she hasn't skated in a year, so she's not very good. Snap. Oh, snap. Got lead jammer. Davis trying to side surf her way past the Redneck Betty's line. Not going to happen, bud. Rennie, forearm. Don't do that again. Betty Davis eyes through, trying to get lead. Or nope, sorry, points. Oh, that's something later. Intimidator. Snap going to the box for a cut. That means that this jam will last a full 2 minutes. And the NF Bombs have a power jam. Bindi being held back by Mal. As Davis being held back by Cakes through 4 points. Nadia trying to get the drawback, but then didn't. Bummer. Been there.
It just didn't connect.
Rip though, did get a drawback. I also called Rip Cakes at one point, and for that I apologize. Cakes, you're on my mind.
Cake is always on my mind.
Never mind. Davis around 4 points once again. Should be about 12 for Davis at this point. Jam reaches its natural conclusion. Got about a minute left in this game. Official timeout because this game was not long enough. We just want to keep the fun going.
The refs never want it to end.
Do any of us really? The level 3s don't even want to play, so.
It looks like these juniors that are all geared up are ready to play.
April, get up. Bazinga up against Joe Means Joe. Oh, there's Cakes.
You were always on my mind.
Joe Means Joe popping through the inside line as Bazinga tries to get past Emski Hammer. Not going to happen. Punchy knocking people down as she does. Bazinga trying to get through. Killerella does so. Good job, Bazinga. Joe Means Joe looking at the clock, seeing when the period is over. Oh, can we not say that too because of misogyny? Got it. That was a lie. You can't say period. Anyways. Hold on. Bazinga hit the pack, scoring some points, being really cool about it. Joe Means Joe through again, calls off the jam. This game is over.
That was a good one. I liked it. I liked it.
Once this score is validated, you can come and give these people high fives because this was a very hard fought game and everyone did really well and they're all my friends and I love them very much.
Go team.
We love sports. As you all are huddled, NF Bombs and Redneck Betties, please talk about your MVPs. You need two of them. One that goes fast and one that stops the person from going fast.